So, hello. First, I would like to point out that yes, we all three of us have had exactly the same intro slide. We do have other types for title, but great minds think alike and choose the same slide for title. Talk will be a bit less than Oliver's, so hopefully it's okay with you. And yeah, so I've been in IT for almost 10 years now, and so wanted to talk about a bit also for next event, maybe to inspire a few female people also here. So yeah, but I think it will be interesting for everyone, and maybe you will have some new ideas from it. So let's start. So first, I would like to introduce myself and also how I got into IT. Everybody also has their fun stories, how they reached IT. It's very different for everyone. So this is mine. So this is me as a teenager. You can see like a full team lead material with Sims 2 in the computer and some Jonas Brothers posters on the wall. My family got our first computer in 2000 when I was a tiny kid. And my actually dad introduced me to computer games. He played a lot of Tomb Raider, and I watched it from the side. And then I found web games. So I played a lot of Polly Pocket and Barbie web games, which were like the best. And then I found my first love, which is Sims, which I've been playing ever since. And with Sims came lots of custom content and mods. I didn't write any of them, but I certainly did break my computer a few times with them. And as a kid, I had like a tiny moment where I wanted to be something called computer specialist because I didn't know what it was. I just knew I liked computers. I was the one who was spending most of the time behind computers. So I was the one helping my mom and my dad. And I just knew smart people are specialists, so computer specialist. But that was only for like a year or so. But after that, I was just about that. I will be an interior designer because I've built so many beautiful houses in Sims, so I'll be excellent. And the other thing I really, really wanted to be was a math teacher because I really loved math in school. And so those were my two main focus for all of my school years, either interior designer or a math teacher. And so when it came to choose what to study in university, I really almost went to study math, even though everybody was telling me I'm crazy. But in my secondary school, we really touched our toes into tiny bit of coding, but I didn't really know much about it back then. I just knew people went to IT because it's fancy and you get paid lots of money and it's the future, but I honestly had no idea what it was, but I heard that it offers a free laptop when you go there. And coincidentally, mine just broke and I really needed to play Sims. So I went to IT and which turned out was an excellent decision. So I barely knew what it was, IT, and I had a huge imposter syndrome for the first year because everybody was like, I've been coding ever since I was 10. I did RuneScape mods and everything, and I knew nothing. But I really fell in love with coding, and also I learned, thank God I didn't go to math because I hated university math. Those were the least favorite classes in uni. So yeah. So that's how my career in IT started. So I finished my bachelor's degree in computer science in May 2016. And at the same time, I went to Career Day. I went to Mooncascade's booth. I was like, I want to be an Android developer. And they were like, okay, come. And here I am. And so I started as a junior Android dev, and I'm still here. I did get my master's degree meanwhile, and I became an Android team lead in 2022. And next year I also took iOS people under my wing. So we unified it to a mobile team. And people have sometimes told me you're still in Mooncascade, what's wrong with you? But as Romat has said, our company is a bit different. I wouldn't compare it to people who work in product specific companies, since we have so many different clients with their different applications, with different domains. Like I've done children games, I've done like transport validation like applications, banking applications. And since each of those projects come with like new domain, new clients, new challenges, new processes, then it's like I've been in like 10 different companies under like one company. So it's always like changing what you do. And also it also helps that you can always try like bit of analyst role. You can try like a project management role. You can try designer role inside the company. So it's always keeping you learning and growing. So that's why I'm still here. And so what I've learned from over these years, and I put it together into like 3 lessons, like the main ones that I've like compared to what I was thinking as a junior and what I'm thinking now. And first one is, who is a great developer? And so when I started as a junior, I really thought that the really great developer is the one who can explain complex threading in their sleep. They speak fluently in libraries. They like understand everything that's behind it. They set up like hugely complex and clever architectures. And basically they're like a walking Stack Overflow post. And when you be in IT, you learn that yes, there are people like that, and you need people like that in your team. But there are also other types of developers who are also really, really great developers. And those are the ones who also think about the user, not just the code. So when they write some applications, they think about how would the user like to do it, and how like to handle this situation so the user would feel the best in this scenario. And so also you keep your solution simple and maintainable. Yes, you know the complex ways, but sometimes the simple and maintainable is just better. And you write code that others understand, and you care about team clarity and not your personal cleverness. And a few years back, like, and as example, like when I was a junior, I was in a project where we were writing a very simple mobile application for children's math equations, so they can learn math. And it was like a very simple MVP application. And I was in the team with a senior guy who was like, oh, he knows his stuff. And he just read about clean architecture, which is a very, very good architecture if you use it in the right ways. But you can also go really, really all in with it and crazy. And so we had this small, tiny application, and the architecture was like mental. It had so many modules. It had like layers and layers of interfaces. And back then we didn't even have like a dependency injection library. So you had to do it all on your own. And it was just like hundreds of files to just create a simple one. And yeah, it was crazy. We were just like the amount of code was like triple as it should have been. And we were just fighting with the code all the time. And so now I see that it wasn't the best choice back then, that you should rather start simple. You can always add on later, but it's much more difficult to like strap it back if it's already complex. Yes. Second is speak so everyone understands you. It's not about being the smartest in the room. It's also helping others and making everyone understand what's going on. So remember your audience, who is in your meetings, in your stand-ups, like so everyone understands what's going on. Like it doesn't make sense to go like full technical in a stand-up where the designer is snoozing at the same time, like, oh yeah, he's going on about the threading, very nice, very nice. And in all different like meetings you have with everyone, just try to explain things simply, and also from like, it always helps to talk about from user perspective, not from code perspective, because that in those meetings, it really helps everyone to be on the same page. Also remember, developers also come from different backgrounds. Some have been self-taught, some are from university, Some have different mother tongues, or their English is not their first language, so they might not know the wordings or some terminology the best because they remembered in their native tongue. They learned it from there. So always be really empathetic and try to see, feel out how you should word things so people are on the same page. Because if everyone understands you, even designers, PMs, clients with even technical decisions, they can help you and sometimes come up with a different type of solution than you initially thought you would need. So it's better for everyone always. And the third one, which is a bit controversial one, is something I've learned that some companies misunderstand, some recruiters misunderstand, is being a team lead is not promotion for being a developer. So it should never come as a promotion for you. And here also the other side is that team lead is not a technical lead. They're different things. And that's also something people get mixed up. So when senior technical lead, they have deep technical expertise. They are in this project making great technical decisions, solving some blockers. They lead the processes. They know background threading, etc. But when you're a team lead, knowing how background works doesn't really help you when somebody really needs a vacation and you need to see that.
Sorry, it's okay to take a picture.
Yeah.
I really like this slide. It's
really... Oh, thanks.
Okay?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
That being a team lead, it's totally different skill set. It's I have used zero technical things that I've learned in university from IT that I would use in team leading because they're two completely different paths. And it's okay for not everybody can be a team lead and not everybody can be a tech lead. And it's great for you to realize which one you are, which one you would want to be. You don't always even need to be a technical lead. You can always just be I want to be just a senior developer and dive into one really tiny thing that I want to be expert at. There's so many different ways you can take your career, and team leading should not be for everyone the main goal. Yeah. And what else? Yeah. As a team lead, you need to have huge empathy for your other people in your team. Realize how to inspire them to move forward. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I had anything else. I sometimes forget what to talk about. Yeah. So that is my cute team. We have had fun times together. But yeah, becoming a team lead wasn't something that I initially planned to do. It just happened. I guess with just when you speak out, when you try to explain things, you try to make sure everybody's on the same page. You care about how other people are doing. You take initiative, help others. I think that's how other people in a company realize hey, this person can be a team lead and then offer that. So that's how I became a team lead. I was just I was always the most talkative in meetings and making sure that everybody just understood what's going on and helping ease the situation, whatever the situation was, even if it was we don't have enough Coca-Cola in the kitchen. So yeah.
That's my complaint.
Yes, that's Oliver's complaint all the time. And as a little bit of a bonus slide, maybe it's interesting how to be a good team lead is get to know your teammates, and it takes time to know your teammates. So don't rush it. Just know it takes time, because once you get to know them, they trust you more, and then they open up to you more, what's troubling them, what they're feeling, etc. One thing that really helps to get to know them is random one-on-ones, random questions in one-on-ones. Sometimes we even did it I would ask one time a random question, and the next time they will come with a random question. We will just talk about if you would have a YouTube channel, what would it be? Or just random stuff, because it opens up conversation, and it's like a good way to like get to know them a lot more. And you should really see that each person is different, and you should embrace it. Not like, it's really easy to think like, oh my God, like, why is he asking so many questions? Like, I would never ask it. I would just go to Google and just Google it. But each people is different, and it's okay. Like if they ask questions, they may be thinking from like different ways. They may be thinking that, hey, you know this stuff, I'll just ask you quickly, you know it. Like, why do I need to go and spend lots of time in Google? So yeah, embrace and try to always understand what other people are thinking, because even if you feel like, oh, this person is making odd choices, it's because you don't just understand their perspective. And once you do, you're like, okay, now it makes sense. And the last one is there is more to life than just this current job. So as a team lead, you shouldn't just be like, okay, like in this company, in this job, what you can do to get better, but always thinking like, oh, what they want to do next, what they would want to do in their careers, and support that. And recognize, for example, in some cases, you see that, oh, this person actually, what they want to do is not something that they could do in this company, and it's okay. And then talk with them about it, see if they can like move on to something that they feel much more like passionate about, because yeah, you should more care about the person as a team lead, not just that you're a developer in this company and just two. So yeah. And I guess that's it. Any questions?